Let's talk about Tamil Nadu, a state in South India. It has a really old system called the caste system. This system divides people into groups based on their family history. It decides their place in society, their jobs, and even who they can be friends with. To understand Tamil Nadu, we need to understand the system. There are many groups within the caste system. The main ones are forward castes, backward classes, most backward classes, scheduled castes, and scheduled tribes. Each group has a different level in the system. This affects their chances in life. Forward castes historically had more power and advantages. The other groups have faced difficulties. People are working to change this system, but it still affects Tamil Nadu today. We can see castes' impact in many areas like education, jobs, and politics. Laws and protests have challenged unfair treatment, but creating equality is a long journey. At the top of the system were the forward castes. In Tamil Nadu, this includes Brahmins, Vellalars, Vellalars, and Pillais. Historically, they owned a lot of land, controlled education, and were in charge. Brahmins were priests and scholars, so they had religious power. Mudaliars often managed land and had roles in government. Vellalars were mostly farmers and important in villages. Pillais were a mixed group involved in business. The forward caste's power shaped Tamil Nadu's culture and who had control. They had access to things other groups didn't. Changes like affirmative action try to make things fairer, but their past advantages still help them. Even today, people see forward castes as having a high status. They often have important jobs and go to top schools. This shows we still need to fix the inequality from the caste system. In the middle of the caste system are the backward classes and most backward classes. These groups have many different communities with various jobs, from farming and crafts to business. Backward classes in Tamil Nadu include groups like Chettiars, Goundars, Nadars, and Naidus. Chettiars were known for business, Goundars were often landowners, Nadars were involved in toddy tapping and became successful in business, and Naidus held positions in administration and the military. The most backward classes include groups like Vaniyars, Kalars, Agamudiyars, Thivars, and Yadavas. They mostly worked in farming and similar jobs. They often had fewer opportunities than the forward castes, like owning land or getting an education. Things have improved for both backward and most backward classes. Special programs for education and government jobs have helped. Their growing political voice has also changed Tamil Nadu politics. At the bottom of the system were the scheduled castes. They faced very serious discrimination. They were called Dalits, which means oppressed. For a long time they were treated as untouchable and forced into difficult jobs. In Tamil Nadu, major scheduled caste groups include Adi Dravidars, Periyars, Palars, and Arunthatiars. They were not allowed to go to school, own land, or even have basic rights. They lived separately and were treated very unfairly. Dalits have fought for their rights for a long time. Reformers like Eothi Thas and Redamalai Srinivasan spoke up for them. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who helped write India's constitution, became a hero for Dalits. After India became independent, new laws tried to help scheduled castes. These included special access to education, jobs, and political positions. Things have gotten better, but Dalits still face problems like discrimination and violence. Getting a good education, healthcare, and jobs are still hard. Scheduled tribes, or STs, are a small but important group in Tamil Nadu. They mostly live in the hills and forests and have their own cultures and languages. But, because they live separately, they are often left out. Major ST groups include Irulas, Katunayakans, Kurumbas, and Todas. They traditionally lived by hunting, gathering, and farming, but sometimes they lose their homes and resources because of deforestation and new development projects. The government has programs to protect their rights and help them. These include reserved spots in schools and government jobs, and programs for their specific needs. Even with these programs, ST communities still face problems like poverty, not being able to read or write, and not having basic things like clean water. Helping them keep their culture while also being a part of the larger society is a difficult task. Caste isn't just about jobs and money. It affects everything in Tamil Nadu culture, politics, and even who you are friends with. To understand Tamil Nadu, you need to understand this. Your caste can decide who you spend time with, who you marry, and even where you live. People usually marry within their caste, which keeps groups separate. Marrying someone from a different caste is allowed, but can be difficult. In villages, caste is even more important. Village councils often make decisions based on caste. Cities have made caste less important, especially for young people. But your caste can still affect getting a job or a place to live. Seeing caste in so many ways shows how hard it is to change. We need laws, education, and better opportunities for everyone to fix this. The Dravidian movement was a big change in Tamil Nadu. It started in the early 1900s and fought against the caste system. They wanted equality for everyone. E.V. Ramasamy, also known as Periyar, led this movement. He spoke out against the caste system and wanted a fairer society. He started the self-respect movement, which encouraged Dalits and other lower castes to be proud of who they are. The Dravidian movement had a huge impact. It helped end rules that kept certain castes out of temples. It challenged unfair practices and helped create programs for those who faced discrimination. The movement's political parties, the DMK and the AIADMK, have been very powerful in Tamil Nadu. They created programs to help those from lower castes. The Dravidian movement made the caste system weaker, but some say it mostly helped the middle castes, not the Dalits and Adivasis enough. Since India became independent, things have improved in the fight against caste discrimination. The Constitution says everyone is equal, no matter their caste. Special programs for education, jobs, and politics have helped those who were treated unfairly. Groups and activists have helped spread awareness about violence against Dalits and Adivasis. Schools and the media are talking more about caste, which is good. But problems remain. Violence against people because of their caste still happens. Getting good education, healthcare, and jobs is still harder for some groups. To fix this, everyone needs to work together. We need strong laws to stop violence. We need to help everyone have good jobs. And most importantly, people need to change how they think. Education and talking about these issues can help people understand and respect each other. As Tamil Nadu moves forward, fixing the caste system is still really important. We've made progress, but there's still a lot to do to make things fair for everyone. Tamil Nadu's future depends on making a society where everyone has the same opportunities, no matter their caste. We need to fix the problems that cause discrimination, like poverty, illiteracy, and lack of resources. Good education for everyone, especially those who have been left out, is very important. Education can help people succeed and change things. Job training and access to money can also help. We need strong government and for everyone to be involved in politics. Talking to each other and learning to understand each other can bring people together. Creating a society without caste will take time and hard work. The government, organizations, and regular people all need to work together to change how people think and make Tamil Nadu fair for everyone.